Hello, my name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Mubarak Karim to all our Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. And also a happy new month to all of you from Tap Tap Send in the whole Riase. As you already know, Tap Tap Send remains to be your number one, numero uno money transfer app you can ever find in the whole world. All you have to do is to go onto Google Play Store or App Store and download Tap Tap Send. The name is what? Tap Tap Send. Now, the testimonies from people is overwhelming. Everybody is giving the good testimony about Tap Tap Send because I've used it before and I understand how reliable, secure, and fast the app is. You, if you like, put it to a test and you will see. So, what are you waiting for? Download Tap Tap Send now. Keep on sending the money to the loved ones and your family and let them appreciate you more. Remember the name. It's Tap Tap Send. Hey.
Tap Tap Send. Send more, spend less.
I go Ghana for Kokoko about 10 years. Kakra. Masaba mo na so bi mo ye business na na egu so bo digital business ye wo community mu a chese edom gum asedan kanyame na me kasa Ghana fo ye ndorso ni ade enne kofo tia se omura business ni mu me se ye business ye digital business ababi abeko bi abetumi arane agese me se woni internet no me se wo paycheck no wo de na so me na enso me ntina wo se me nya bibi ka ho na me ho hen ha me asedan kanyame 2 years ni enya age animu o enti ne ye bo from no missy business way. I fear so those of us in the diaspora need to be file tax no ye bro you 1099 now the file tax. I fear the file ye brave be me the file ye do just a profession be our business teachers taxi drivers just a me who send your men doctors, lawyers, bankers, obia you hear no gadgets just say I would be running business ye less system na mount enti me say registration refundable. It's brabeshe. Say bibi obetumi aye. Pe bibi kan wo na wo gina wo na ba akopeso a ebegene. E wo so otumi gina wo na me no so do won sesi obo. Na wanka sa otumi manage wade business na be ye wa wo dia. A ma extra source of income. Me mo mu de aboa me ne mabusua. Enti no bra. Me se kakra nie. Momra. Me number na etwa guo no. Ne yenkasa. God bless us all. Amen.
After the long wait, finally, we are back. And I want to believe that those who missed us are even bigger than how we also missed you guys. Oh my God. Finally back into the studios of Sammy Flex TV. We have been away since Friday and now it feels good. Yesterday, I was actually surprised. I'll tell you guys the truth. Because you guys are with me, I can't hide anything from you at all. So I'm sure I'm going to tell you the truth and everything you guys should know. Yesterday, when we arrived, I was actually supposed to come give you guys Showbiz Daily. But as a matter of fact, because I had left CTV as in Class Showbiz for 1 week without coming on air, and that there was a technical issue that they are resolving, I decided to get involved myself to see how best I could solve that so I could come back and concentrate on what we have been doing here. But unfortunately, when I was thinking I was sacrificing Showbiz Daily to go solve the problem, not knowing the problem is even bigger or was even bigger than I thought. So we could not solve it, and then I had also sacrificed here already. That was very, very unfortunate. But it happens for once, or it happens but once, and it happens for good. Therefore, now we are back. To those who have been asking about CTV, I've not left CTV. No, I have not. It is because there are technical issues. It has affected several programs, not only Class Showbiz. I think it is good I talk about that here on the platform. The technical issue. You know, we had some heavy rainfall with thunder and lightning all over. It even affected City TV and City FM and all. I want to believe they have finished solving this. Looks like ours have extended a little bit, but we are solving it. So either this week or probably next week, we'll come back. So just so you know, Sammy Flex is still with CTV. It is because of a technical problem that the station is still sorting out. That's why we are not back on CTV. But here, we are active. As little and as small as we look here, very, very active. 247, we can go Monday to Monday without breaks and it'll be fine. We can only give glory to the Most High God and to you guys for always being here with us, supporting us on what we do, and we can't say thank you enough. God bless you. Now let's get back to business, and I'm saying thanks to Tap Send. If you are watching us from abroad and you want to be sending money from abroad to Ghana, please remember to use Tap Send, because that is what everybody is using. Get it today, put in your bank details, and make sure everything will be fine. With this, you are good to go. Now, let's go to story number 1. I'm actually going to talk about videos I've seen about 2 Ghanaian musicians. One is Cryme, as in Darlington. And again, the other is man like Charles Niyama Mensah, as in Shatta Wale. These are the guys that I'm about to talk about because I've seen them in videos, obviously making commentaries about Ghana music and making commentaries about Nigerian music as well. And that's exactly what we are about to do. So join me on this journey. And if you are a first timer here, you should know this is called the editorial. Here, Sammy Flex, I sit down alone and I talk about the issues as I know. You get a rhyme? Sammy Flex, I sit down alone and I talk about the issues as I know. But I also have your permission to share however you also feel about all the issues that I bring out. That is the beauty of life. And I'm doing this with my producers, Digital Rasta, call him Currency, who is on camera, and Richie Flex, who is the editor and director of the show. And you out there as one of my subscribers. And I'm also reminding you that the Sunday Sammy Flex Connect, aka Sammy Flex TV with the subscribers show, is really growing beyond bounds. As a matter of fact, last Sunday, I saw over 100 of people who were online, watching live, contributing, calling in just to appear online and to share their opinions as well. It was beautiful. Over 100 people, just within a space of about less than 2 hours. Just that my time has not been very stable. That one I admit. My time has not been stable. Sometimes I wish to do it between 7 and 9, but before you realize it is getting into the 8, Charlie, you know me. Too much work on me, but still, we go do them. As we have promised to do them, we go do them. Now, let's go on to story number 1, and Cryme is talking. The last time I heard of Cryme was when he went to Dubai for an award scheme with one of my guys in Dubai, and I believe it was a good one. That is Piero, or you can simply call him Peter. They hosted him in an award. MC Barima was also there as the host of that particular award scheme. And he did well, performed for the people. They honored him, or they awarded him, as you want to put it. And it was beautiful. After that, I think I've met him a couple of times where we've discussed our issues in this industry and the fact that we all want to grow, but we have to do the right things to grow. Then I caught him in that interview with Caroline Simpson on Asase Radio here in Accra. That is Asase Radio, Accra branch. And interestingly, whatever I heard him talk about, I could relate 1 or 2. Whatever I heard him talk about, maybe I have said it one way or the other. Whatever I heard him talking about, I'm sure the industry as a whole has also seen or experienced this kind of conversation before. But whether we have been able to make a headway out of that conversation is another thing altogether. Maybe we have, maybe we have not. And that is what I want everybody to know. But first, because I want you to understand it from scratch, let's go catch the video. When we watch the video, I'll come back, give you my explanation to it. Then I'll introduce the next video coming from Shatta Wale. Then I would also come back and introduce that one as well, so I can do my commentaries. Then I know there is one thing everybody is waiting to hear something about. Already I've mentioned it in passing somewhere, but I'm sure I will talk about it again, maybe on Showbiz Daily when the team sits down this evening, about Shatta Wale signing a fake check and all those things. It's one of those things. I'll surely talk about that. I'll not run away from it. I'll talk about it, so stay put. Let's go catch Cryme on Asase Radio. When I come back, we will continue.
Those alataf, they know they fear to take risk. They know they fear to take risk. And you see, with the risk and all the investment, we they see results. Do you understand? But here, somebody self wake up where you want to handle artists. They go fish and do a try breaking leg. If you catch that person go, you can't tell the next investor say go invest into this game. Because say Charlie, that place don't go. The hate be more. The values will go come down. You know that those things. Sometimes when somebody they break somebody, if you get they do one person. No, he's breaking the whole industry. And yet we are the same people they want to see us there. When somebody in Matakam, where did they talk them? They talk them so ill. People to the blog. I'm not saying they don't blog about it. They talk them ill, blog ill. Somebody do you where you want check on the Ghanaian artists. It be the ill commenting why they see before the good one day down. How you go become? Yes. How the person go become collaborate with Ghanaian? Who tells you they know they like us? We were here. And Sherry made a whole song in Tree. We say, well, the guy singing in Tree, he falls small. That be all we said about it too. As you talk, oh my God, no, be so. That is even in English. See the way they take him. Hey, the guy talk on a language. Meanwhile, he spoke a whole tree. Come on. We couldn't really too trumpet about it because there were too many choices. You're trying to gravitate on something new.
That was a video interview from Assassin Radio, and it is one of our very own Cryme. He is one of the pioneers when it comes to hip life music here in Ghana. Started what he calls the tree pop. Yeah, that was what he started. He called it the tree pop here in Ghana, as in doing hip hop in tree. It became a movement where he was the commander general with some of his people who were also doing it. And this is what he's talking about. Now, I picked 3 things about it that I would want to discuss briefly. First, he was talking about risk. And according to him, Nigerian industry, or better still, Nigerian artists are risk takers. And I'm not sure this is a lie. I'm not sure this is something out of the world that nobody can give to Nigeria as one of their positive attributes. Nobody can take that one away from them. So far, Nigeria has been doing well when it comes to going deep into the industry, taking the heavy risk without thinking about the fear of losing, taking the heavy risk without thinking about what others will say. They've done it. I'm sure recently when one of their music bloggers put out the expenditure of Maven Records into promoting their artists, we were all here shouting because that was a huge risk. Somebody putting in about $2 million alone in the name of promotion. Ask yourself how many of us here in Ghana will do this. Ask yourself how many of us, when we really have that money sitting in our comfort account, how many of us will take that money in the name of producing or promoting a song? It will be hard for us to take. So this particular point, very true. They have been taking huge risk. And in this world, until you take the huge risk, you won't win hugely as well. You take big risk, and when you win big. And that one I agree with him perfectly. It is one area that we have not been doing well at. Everybody is scared to go in for the hard kill. Everybody is scared to put in the bigger thing because we want to make sure we manage the small we have to see how best we can still win with the small. Of course, when we go in with the small, we will win, but we surely win small. And that is factual. Number 2, I also pointed out that he talked about discouraging investors, where he said in our industry, sometimes people who are around the industry, those we can call as gatekeepers, their commentaries, their actions and inactions sometimes have the power to discourage investors. And it is true. I'm a living example to what I'm talking about. When Xylophone came out and some of us were working there as executives, I know how the industry treated us. I know how the industry, many people were talking ill about our activities. I know how some people even felt like we didn't know what we were doing from A to Z. And when I say A to Z, they thought everybody there didn't know what we were doing. Until some of them got the opportunity to enter. When they came in, they realized, not knowing is not a joke thing the guys are doing there. not knowing whatever is happening there is a big thing that these guys are doing there. Some of them came in and they realized how difficult it is or it was to work in that environment. Yes. So when it comes to our vibe, sometimes what we talk about discouraging investors, it is true. It is very, very true. Sometimes when I'm here and I'm defending everything in Ghana, some people don't get it. But I know some of my colleague YouTubers who sit on their platforms and they talk down on Ghana, projecting other countries, and they get accolades from it and they think they are so happy. And they look so happy. People be giving them fans. Yeah, this guy there, he's bold. He'll say it as it is. He will insult people. He will attack people. Just like that. And they think they have achieved because they are talking down on their own people and others are praising them, so they feel good about it. It is the problem he was talking about. Once again, he talked about AO comments. And it is another area that our people as gatekeepers, we have been failing at. At every point in time, we want to look down on our own things. Yesterday, I was part of an argument where somebody was saying that no matter what, every Ghanaian artist, no matter how you think you are big out there, if you go back end to check your analytics on your streaming, audio, video, you always realize that the numbers in Ghana are far greater than the numbers coming from outside. That was the argument. Then one of my people said, oh no, the numbers in Ghana crowd that we think they are from Ghana, no, they are the people who are really streaming in Ghana are not Ghanaians. Then I asked myself, what the heck is this guy talking about? What is he talking about? You have gone through it. You've seen that you have some numbers in Nigeria. You have some numbers in America. You have some numbers in the UK, Europe, and other countries. But Ghana is still reigning supreme. Then you come back to say, even the numbers from Ghana, you don't think they are Ghanaians. But who? If they are not Ghanaians, are they Ghostians? If they are not Ghanaians, are they Ghostians? As in Sammy streaming from Ghana? That is one problem we have in our industry. Always talking down on our own achievements. He was using the Ed Sheeran example. It is true. Ed Sheeran came here. He came to Ghana. As a matter of fact, he came to Ghana where he went to drink some Arosto, or however they call it. I think Amen or so. And after he felt how deeply he was drunk, he said, the Ghana Arosto, the Ghana Amen is not a joke thing. I heard he even overdrank or something like that. So we have not been projecting our people. And it is one thing I know some of my friends who are outside of Ghana, they hate me for. Because they will see me as I am anti them because of how I project my people here. Even in Ghana, when you support someone, when you show love to someone, some people come and they think you don't know what you are doing. Because they want you to speak like they are speaking. Because they want you to attack like they are attacking. Nah, I am so patriotic to do that. No matter what, the little we have here in Ghana, we should be proud to push it forward. And when we do that, we are sure going to win even bigger. So yes, our brothers from Nigeria, obviously, seeing all these positives among them, it is something we can emulate. It is something we can also learn from. It is something we can also copy from. And when we add that to our lot, then we can all come back to level playing grounds to compete heavily. But we are not doing that. And I want to say thanks to Cryme for pointing out all these things. They are real and they are factual. Let me dash this and move on to number 2, story number 2. And once again, I've spotted Shatta Wale talking about Nigerian music and how people think it is because of stream farms. And I've seen how people think it is because of this. But he thinks they are getting so many things right. That's what Shatta Wale thinks, that they are getting so many things right. In terms of their production quality and all, they are getting so many things right. Let's go for exhibit number 2, as in video number 2 for the day. And I'll come back, do my commentary, make a statement on the check from Kumasi, the birthday party, and we'll wrap up on the editorial for today.
I'm all available. They know they see me. He vex is sometimes such like you say, but the same word the video used for in song inside, it will use for his song inside. But how can we encounter this thing? Because what nonsense with that? I mean, the girls they sing there, they talk, say, why are the girls singing Nigerian songs? And if a Nigerian song come out, then the girls will be saying, if you hear, listen every Charlie, listen every Niger beat, the way it starts. Listen the way it starts. You hear something, you see everything is well compressed, and you know everything is on point. But here is kind of every way they take this thing. You can get there if you know you want to battle with Nigerians, and don't come even battle with us. We Nigerians, we don't do cleaning. What is cleaning? Cleaning for it? What do they think cleaning do? Cleaning. Let us upgrade. We like that thing too much. Everything culture. When I ask all of them, they try you. But ask your body, say, why say Ghana artists, they don't know if you get the mileage when Nigerians they get. You know, they stop talking foolishly about farmhouse and Nigerians, they do this and they do that and they do. Stop lying to yourself. You are lying. You have bought a certain virus into the pen drive. The pen drive, their brain, you buy some virus put inside. We know how they lie yourself. Then the Nigerians and the market big. Who sell you? Don't before Nigerians will come. Americans were blowing. Okay, forget America, the population. Even Jamaicans, they are all over around the world. Jamaicans, they be like 3 million or 3.5. We will be 30-something million, including teenage pregnancy and unwanted borning. Teenage pregnancy and unwanted borning all joined together. Where we did here? Yeah, teenage pregnancy and unwanted borning.
So we heard it from the horse's own mouth. Of course, Shatta Wale is still in Kumasi. The last time I checked, he'll be coming to Accra today, though. He needed to go see to the completion of his Shagzi office in Ahonjo in Kumasi. So some of us had to take the lead. And I'm also giving you an update on the accounts of the Shagzi, the Passion Air issues. I think I would have to do that in another video, so this does not prolong. So I'll come back and do that again. Wait for it. Now, what Shatta Wale is saying to someone will say, where is the lie? No cap. There's no lie in whatever he's saying. Sometimes it is hard for us to ignore what is right. Sometimes it's hard for us to ignore what is good. I think that the other day I was telling my story, if not here, on another platform. I was telling my story about how I started loving Buga. And the fact that when you hear the song Buga, no matter how you would want to listen to it moderately, the song will still get a chance to penetrate into you. The song will still get a chance to eat into you. It will eat into your mind that at every point in time, you'll be singing it. It will eat into your mind that at every point in time, you want to hear it. When we went to Kumasi for the Rich Games birthday party and they played Who Is Your Guy? Spyro song. Come see our people. I saw Medical and Shatta Wale as well as the birthday celebrants, as in Rich Game Henry. How they were really dancing to the song. I'm sure even when they played their own songs, they were not in that mood until that particular song dropped. Spyro, Who Is Your Guy? Come and see. The lyrics in there were so relative. At the same time, they loved the sound from the song. And I'm sure that's what Shatta Wale is saying. So an artist here in Ghana would ask why his girlfriend will be singing I'm Unavailable from the video, which I know is still under contention because of a certain video that came about, people thinking that it might have been someone's song. Though I've also seen other comments suggesting that, oh, there is a guy who is just trying to do a copy from that song in a more comedic way. That's fine. We will go back to that issue on another day. I've seen that as well. And I'm here telling myself or asking myself why we cannot also get to that level. Why we cannot also improve our sound, why we cannot get to that level, why we can say that our industry needs to also be pushed to compete in the world. Maybe some of these little things, as much as our people will not say it on any serious platform, as much as our people will not go to Flagstaff or Parliament to go say it, when they say it in these jovial ways, we still have to take the wisdom and use it. Like a book I read, Making Sense Out of the Senselessness. we still have to look at the sense in what we think is the nonsense they are talking about. But we don't do it. We treat it as such and we throw it away. Shatta in this particular video was talking about the fact that Nigerians have done so many things right, including taking care of the music business, making sure their production and everything is on point. Yeah. But when you sit here and you do anything anyhow and you think you can compete them, then you have a huge hurdle to jump. You have a huge hurdle to jump. It is unfortunate. I saw these videos and I picked all the positives from it. That's why I want to share this with you this afternoon. That, guys, we want to compete. We want to be patriotic as we can. We want to make sure we support our people with all the resources, the energy, and the kappa in us. But are we doing our things right? Maybe yes, maybe not. Let's take cues from it. Let's make sense out of these senselessness. And after that, I'm sure we can all start competing. Now, let's move on to wrap this up in the editorial. I know so many people have been talking about Shatta signing a check and people thinking it's a fake check and all that. Well, when it comes to people's thoughts, you cannot argue them because that is what they think. And as much as they live, they'll keep thinking like that till. That's fine. But why are we not seeing this as, oh, this could also be a representation of the promise he made? We all go and witness some of these reality shows, talent hunts and all. People win and we give them, how do we call it, dummy checks. People win and we give them dummy checks. What are the dummy checks for? The dummy checks are a representation that we have to honor you with this. The dummy checks are a representation that we are promising you we are going to give you this. The dummy checks are to assure whoever that I have made a promise. Why are we not seeing it as such? Whether it was signed on check A, check B, Ghana check, Cedis check, or dollar check, it is a promise he's made to a friend. Were we expecting him to have carried $100,000 on his head or in a suitcase to go and give to him? Or are we saying, or are we doubting that Shatta Wale is worth more than $100,000? Is that what we are saying? All these things are good. In this world, especially in the world of show business, there's nothing like negative. You have to always make sure your name is mentioned somewhere and how you can turn things around. So yes, I've seen stories flying left, right, and center about this, about that. But as a matter of fact, I'm here asking myself, is this a big deal? Maybe to some people, but to those who really understand that some of these things are just representation, you can do it. There are so many things that artists don't say in the open. And there are so many things that even if you know, it will not be right for you to say it in the open. But if Ghanaian artists will tell you how or what they are going through in the hands of GRA, that is Ghana Revenue Authority and all those things, you marvel. You will marvel, I'm telling you. So when it comes to money and some of these things, artists don't put out some details really. If you are deep, think about this. If you are not, say what you are continuously saying, and that is fine. My name is Sammy Flex. Sometimes I speak in parables. I know the deep ones will get it. Those who wouldn't get it, it is their case, and it is my back case. Special thanks to Currency Digital Rasta, who is on camera with you, Flex, editor, director of the show. And to you out there, thanks for being a part of this. I'll surely come your way in the evening with Showbiz Daily. We have been away. Forgive us. Personally, I missed the studio. But now that I'm back, we have to do what we've got to do. Stay tuned. I'll be back out of here.